stand by for manual transmission. In 3, 2, 1.
I'm at the rendezvous point, but our contact isn't here. You see anyone, son?
The salvage crates at the last checkpoint were empty. Something's up if they're missing payments.
This is Commander Mason of Major Campbell. Make a note. Looks like someone is gonna need a lesson in paying their bills on time.
Mason, repeat.
That's odd.
Invasion forces.
What the hell?
Commander Mason, I repeat, a massive invasion force is attacking the planet.
Acknowledged. I have a visual.
It's planet-wide, sir. We're evacuating.
We need to take what we have and go. The fastest way is across the swamp. Captain, where are you going?
It's possible they left the cash at the last checkpoint in the city. Let's get the money and run, Commander.
This is reckless. We need to get back to base.
They're distracted with the invasion. We'll be in and out before they know we're here.
Let's hope it's not us they're after. I don't like this, son. This is a ghost town.
We're close. I can smell the seatbelts.
There's nothing here.
Relax. We'll be out of here in no time.
We're being tagged! Look out! Incoming airstrike! Captain Mason, what's your status?
I'm fine, Commander. Left arm is offline is all.
That was close. Return to base now.
I am not leaving you behind.
We were set up, and you're in no shape to fight. Meet me at the extraction point with the Leopard. Go! Now, Captain!
Damn it. On the move.
Commander, an enemy dropship is approaching your position. Move, now.
I've got eyes on. Identified. Hunchback and King Crab. Damn it! Ryana, any idea what these guys want?
I picked up some chatter about coordinates of some kind. That mean anything to you?
Coordinates? No, Ryana. Promise me you won't leave without Jake. Promise me.
Commander, I promise. Captain Mason, what's your status?
I've got a bug on my tail.
Just know it.
Commander, sorry to wake you, but our SitRep has changed. Head to the bridge as soon as possible.
Greetings, mercenaries, mech warriors, and the merely curious. Manus Dextra here with episode 1 of my complete walkthrough for MW5 5. So the main focus for the series is to provide walkthroughs for all the handcrafted missions in the game, starting with the 3015 story campaign and going through all the DLCs in chronological order. Along the way, we'll also cover mech builds, general strategies for running your merc company, and specific tactics for the various procedurally generated mission scenarios. I'll spare you any kind of running color commentary, but I will provide advice and explanations where needed. These videos are going to run long since I'm going to cover the story elements of the campaign as well. If you're not interested in that, feel free to skip those bits. You can check the description for timestamps to various points of interest in the video. And while you're there, don't forget to do these things too. It only takes a moment, but it really helps the channel and lets me know you want more big stompy robot content. In this episode, we'll cover the first 4 drops in the story campaign. These missions serve as an extended tutorial and let you get a grip on controls and weapons before turning you loose on the inner sphere at large. That said, these missions can be a bit frustrating, especially if this is your first time doing mech combat in first person. So, I'll show you how to refit these mechs and set up fire groups for better performance. Then we'll go out and use them to clear the field. Now, let's go see what the Major has to say.
Commander, good to see you up. We haven't really had a chance to speak since your father was killed. I'm not much for sentimentality, but I worked with your father for a long time. He was a good man. Hell, he sacrificed his life to save ours. I don't know what's going to happen next, but whatever it is, I'd like to be part of it. I'd like to stay on as your ops commander. That is, if you'll have me.
You kidding me? You're family, Ryana. Or as close as I have now. Besides, I'm gonna need you.
Yes, I suspect you will. About our SitRep, it's not great news. Those bastards that came after us are in the process of setting up a blockade of the system, which means we're going to be trapped here with a tightening noose around our necks unless we do something about it.
Who are these guys?
Another mercenary outfit by the looks of it. I don't know more than that at the moment.
And these coordinates they were looking for?
Not a clue, but we're going to find out. First things first, we need transport out of the system. That means a jump ship. I sent out a transmission right after the attack through the HPG. The message was for a long-time client of your father's and an old friend of mine. Name is Spears. He has powerful connections. I'm hoping he can help us out. Until I hear back from him, there's nothing we can do except lay low. In the meantime, Fahad wants to see you down in the hangar. The Centurion needs repairs and he wants to discuss them with you. I'll let you know when I hear back from Spears.
Copy that.
Hey, mate. Figured you'd want an update on the Centurion. Took a bloody beating back there, so fair warning. It's gonna be a while before she's operational again. Means you're gonna have to get comfortable with the light mech over in Bay 1 for now. She's a good girl. Won't let you down, you treat her right.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, heard that before. Anyways, you know the drill. Access the repair terminal here. Once you're done, I'll get started on the work, eh?
You know, when this came out, Fahad and his accent drew a lot of hate. And I will say the accent is a bit thick, but far be it from me to dictate how people should talk 1,000 years in the future. Personally, I think any voice acting is better than none, and I'm glad the devs went to the trouble. Now, let's talk about refitting mechs. Lucky for us, the Javelin 10F is a decent mech because we don't have any alternatives right now. But basically, all we need to do is remove 2 jump jets. Jump jets aren't bad for commander's mechs, but we don't need 6 of them. Removing 2 will free up a ton of weight and allow us to max out the armor. After this, we just need to double check everything. A 30-ton mech really doesn't need more than 8 or 9 points of rear armor. And now we just need to set fire groups. When possible, I use 4 fire groups. Group 1 and 2 act as primary and secondary fire, while firing both results in an alpha strike. Then I usually set up Group 3 as a chain fire group. This works really well with medium lasers for sustained fire against softer targets like turrets, tanks, and flyers. And finally, I reserve Group 4 for melee. Now let's take a look at the Centurion. Much like with the Javelin, we want to max out the armor first and then reconfigure weapons if possible. I was really lucky here because the local market had a single SRM-6 module and 2 half-ton ammo bins. I'm pretty sure this was just random. But it solved a lot of problems for me since the SRM-6 and ammo was much lighter than the LRM-10 and its ammo. This actually gave me more than enough room to max out my armor. For the Centurion, I'm running 12 points of rear armor since I'll be fighting at closer ranges where I'm likely to get flanked. Now let's go back and talk about weapons for a minute. Choosing the SRM-6 over the LRM-10 is purely personal preference because I like brawling. For less experienced pilots, the LRM-10 is probably a better choice to keep since it's the only guided weapon system in the game. This makes it much easier to destroy light tanks and flyers, which will be very common on the first few drops. If you decide to keep the LRM-10, you can make room for more armor by getting rid of some ammo. I drop 1 ton of AC-10 ammo for sure, and maybe even a ton of LRM ammo, although ideally I'd add a half-ton back if LRM half bins are available. If you keep the LRM-10, you probably won't be able to run max armor, so focus on maxing out the head, torso sections, and right arm first. Then remove armor from the left arm and legs to bring your weight down as needed. Just don't take too much armor off the legs. And that reminds me, since weapons fire in heat can cause ammo to explode, I always try to store it in the legs where it will do the least amount of damage. For fire groups, this one is pretty easy. We just want to group the medium lasers together, then we'll assign another group for the AC-10 and a final group for whatever type of missile you're using. Now let's go talk to the Major.
Hey, Commander. I've received a transmission from Spears in response to my request for help. Take a listen.
Ryana, I received your message. I'm sorry to hear about Nikolai. He was a good man, and an even better pilot. He'll be sorely missed. I assume his son will be taking over the operation. Nikolai was always bragging about the boy's skills. Well, I hope he was right. I've begun working on a plan to get you safe passage out of the system, but it's going to take a little time. I expect you already know by now that whoever attacked you has set up a blockade to prevent your escape. It's a large system, though, so we can use that to our advantage. As soon as you receive this, I want you to proceed to the outermost planet in the system. It's little more than a hunk of ice with a few leftover mining operations on it. There's an abandoned power station there. Now, I've got it on good authority that local raiders are using it as a secret cache for their ill-gotten goods. I know you can use supplies and materials for your repairs, and I expect you'll find what you need at that location. I've attached the exact coordinates to this message. Once I have a proper plan in place, I'll contact you again. For now, be safe.
All right, time to suit up, Commander. I've already input the coordinates. All I need is for you to sign off and get us there.
Understood.
Okay, Commander, I'm going to drop us down well away from the target location, then let you do your thing. The target is an abandoned power plant. We know the raiders have been using the area as a secret cache for whatever goods they've managed to pilfer from the various mining outfits. So, with a little luck, we'll be able to recover enough material to finish the repairs on the Leopard and the Centurion. These raiders may be a band of thieves, but don't underestimate them. They'll be motivated to protect their loot, and you can bet they'll be well armed. Stay on point and watch your six, Commander. Good luck. This guy is repeating the same thing Ryana just told us, so... We have one single negotiation point, and we need stuff, so we'll use it on salvage. Now, let's go make the donuts. Smash and grab is a pretty apt description of our mission objective here. I'm going heavy on the commentary for this one, so check the description for timestamps and listen up if you're struggling.
Attention. Prepare for Battle Mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online.
The abandoned power station is located on the other side of the ridge. You should be able to make your way through the pass undetected. That Javelin you're piloting is lightly armed, Commander. But what it lacks in firepower and armor, it makes up in speed and mobility. I'm sure you wish the Centurion was repaired and ready to go. For this particular mission, though, the Javelin is the mech best suited for the job. And hey, it has jump jets. They could come in handy.
Good try, Ryana, but I'd still rather have the Centurion.
Well, can't blame a girl for trying.
Tip number 1. You really need to get your controls sorted. Movement can be challenging since you control the top and bottom half of the mech independently of one another. In the heat of battle, it's easy to lose track of where your legs are pointing when you're focused on keeping your guns on target. When you reach the limit of torso rotation, your guns will be pulled off target, and it can take a lot of valuable time to get things sorted out again. Luckily, there's a control that can help with that. So I'm controlling my speed with an analog throttle. The controls you see highlighted here are mapped to a hat switch on that throttle. So pressing right or left has the effect of turning the legs right or left. Pulling up fires jump jets if I have any installed, and pressing down will center the legs underneath the torso. So when you reach the end of your torso rotation, pressing down will reset your legs and allow you to rotate your torso again during battle. For maneuvering in general, pressing down will have the effect of making your mech move in whatever direction your torso is pointed, so this can make steering much easier as well.
The power station being used by these raiders is derelict, Commander, but you can bet its perimeter defenses won't be. My guess? The raiders will have turrets stationed around the perimeter. If that's the case, it means they must have a generator close by. Find and destroy that generator before assaulting the plant, and you'll have a much easier time of it.
Got it. Thanks.
Target acquired.
Heads up, Commander. I'm detecting enemy units up ahead. Could be a raider patrol.
Copy.
Welcome to tip number 2. Be cautious. And just to expand on that a bit, Anytime you see structures, assume bad guys are hiding there. As part of Battletech lore, sensors are notoriously bad. After centuries of war, sophisticated sensor technology is rare since it's delicate, hard to maintain, and even harder to produce. This means you won't be able to detect or maintain sensor contact with enemies beyond line of sight with your typical mech. Anytime you see human structures, approach them slowly. If the bad guys are hiding there, this will force them to power up and reveal themselves in front of you. Then you can pick them off at range and save that precious rear armor.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There's a large chunk of ice blocking the path down to the generator. Use your jump jets to get over it.
Target acquired.
Perfect. With the generator blown, the turret should be disabled now.
Tip number 3 is short and sweet. So I've mentioned this before, but it's worth underlining that Chainfire works great with medium lasers when you need continuous fire against softer targets like turrets, tanks, and flyers.
There's the geothermal power plant up ahead. There's a number of storage buildings in and around the plant itself. I suspect that's where they're storing their loot. Time to smash and grab, Commander. Once you locate a storage crate, mark it for pickup, then move on to the next building. From my initial scans of the site, I've marked where I think the crates could be located. Look there first.
Target.
Roger that.
Treasure to pick it up. Good work. Marked for pickup. Commander, it appears the derelict plant has a network of backup generators running. Destroy them if you can.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Jet fuel low. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Good work, Commander. That's the last of their power generators. targeted asset. Move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. Okay, got it. Keep looking.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, that should do it. Go ahead and meet me at the exfiltration point. If you see anything worth blowing up on your way out, say a weapons depot or something, I want objects.
Understood.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Stand by for tip number 4. Demolishing buildings is as easy as walking through them in many cases. If you don't have flamers and machine guns, it's often the best and fastest way to do it. Just remember, you will take a bit of damage while doing so.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nicely done, Commander. That should teach them a lesson. Now get to the exfil point, and I'll pick you up.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nice work, Commander. We were able to recover the materials we needed from that raider cache, and Fahad has already started the repairs to the Leopard and Centurion. You've made him a very happy man, though I doubt he'll admit it.
Tip number 5. Salvage after battle is one of your main sources of income and replacement parts, so pay attention to what you're claiming. It's always a good idea to check the entire list to see if there are any high-tier weapons, lost tech, or anything else you might need in the mix. If not, just go for the most expensive components and plan to sell them on if money gets tight.
Hey, boss man, that was quite the haul you brought back. Gonna make the repairs a bit easier now. But don't go getting stars in your eyes or nothing. I'm overworked as it is, and this shit needs a lot of loving, eh? So your Centurion is still gonna take plenty of time to fix. But yeah, like I said, nice job out there. Your old man will be proud. Now if there's nothing else, gonna get back at it, alright? Lot of work to do. Story of my life.
Tip number 6. The drop isn't finished until repairs are made. Mechs will not be repaired automatically after battle. Making repairs in a conflict zone will take longer and be more expensive, but if you just need minor repairs, such as replacing a blade of armor, the penalties are usually far less than the time and expense of traveling to an industrial hub. And right now, we can't do that anyway since we don't have access to a jump ship, so
good work with those raiders, Commander. While you were planetside, I got word from Spears about the plan he's put in place for us. Take a listen.
Ryana, Commander. Good news. I think I can get you safely past the blockade with the aid of a local mining company. To make everything work, I'm gonna have to find you guys a recycled mercenary identification number. A new identity, essentially. Nyx Cavaliers, for all intents and purposes, no longer exists. I'll match that number to a new name of your choosing once the time comes. So think about what you want to call yourselves. While I arrange that, you're gonna have to do a little work for the mining company in exchange for their cooperation. If things go well, they've agreed to hire you to transport some precious cargo out of the system aboard an inbound jump ship. Using the new mercenary ID and with a legitimate contract in hand, you should have no problem slipping through the blockade. I've attached the particulars to this message. I'll be in touch once you've completed the mission. Good luck.
I already reviewed the information Spears sent. The mission is a straight-up protect and defend op. Seems these raiders have been harassing the mining company, among others. Stealing from them, extorting them, killing innocent civilians when their demands weren't met. I've uploaded the pertinent details into the mission briefing, so I won't repeat them here. You're good to launch anytime, Commander.
Roger that. I'll see you on the other side.
the mining company's settlement is vulnerable to raider attack, Commander, so we've got to protect it. I'll drop you in at a safe distance. Once on the ground, head there and defend it. Should be a simple in-and-out mission, but no plan survives contact with the enemy, as the saying goes. So, be prepared for whatever comes. Good luck. Yeah, this guy is just telling us what we already know. Like the last drop, we only have one negotiation point, so it goes for salvage.
The weather's really kicking up, Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
Now it's time to drop and get the job done.
Attention. Prepare for Battle Mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensor online.
Okay, Commander. We know very little about these raiders' overall strength or sheer numbers, so keep a sharp lookout for enemy units on your approach to that settlement.
Copy that.
This drop is mainly just an extended target practice session. My main advice here is to be careful not to damage the settlement yourself and use Chainfire for more efficient pest control. That is, taking out flyers, crawlers, and turrets.
There's the settlement up ahead, Commander. Looks like the raiders have already begun their attack. Get in there and protect those civilians.
Target
On my way.
Please help us. The raiders are attacking our settlement. There are women and children here.
Ryana, something's interfering with my sensors.
I think the raiders have set up some sort of jamming device nearby. I'll see if I can locate it.
destroyed. Target acquired. Target 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 acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nice work. These civilians are safe for the moment. Unfortunately, it appears the raiders aren't done causing trouble just yet. They're headed for the company's main processing facility on the other side of the mountain. You need to get there and thwart that attack, Commander.
Understood. Ryana, my sensors are getting worse.
The jamming device the raiders set up is at the top of this pass, Commander. You're going to have to manage as best you can until you're able to take it out.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay. With that jamming device eliminated, your sensors should have cleared up.
Yeah, much better.
Your onboard radar should also be operational now. You'll be able to detect enemies at a significant distance. Just in time, too. That mining facility is getting hit hard, Commander.
Target acquired.
There's the facility. Destroy those radar units.
Roger that.
You made it! We need your help. The raiders are trying to destroy our facility. It's all we have.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy VTOLs inbound on your position, Commander. That Ego is a piece of heavy machinery with tons of firepower. If left unchecked, it will do a lot of damage to the settlement. You should prioritize taking it out over the smaller enemies. Commander, the mining facility can't take much more damage and still remain operational. You need to eliminate the raider threat.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Good work, Commander. That should make the mining company happy. Prepare for exfil. I'm on my way.
Outstanding job. Those raiders were intent on shutting down the entire mining operation. And that mobile jamming tower almost put a spanner in the works. Luckily it didn't, thanks to you. There's a lot of people down there that owe you their lives tonight, Commander. As for what happens now, Spears has been in touch. It seems we have one more mission to execute before the mining company will sign off on the transport contract. We need that contract as our cover to get past the blockade, so we don't have much choice but to do as they ask. Come see me when you've cleaned up, and I'll give you the full rundown. Now we'll start repairs on the Javelin and go see about this last job we need to do.
Commander, it turns out the bastards who attacked us and who have set up the blockade are a mercenary outfit by the name of Black Inferno. Unfortunately, that's about all we know at the moment. Spears and I will try to dig up more information if we can. The time will come when we can extract some proper vengeance, but right now we have more pressing concerns. Inferno forces are closing in on our location. That means we only have a small window in which to fulfill our obligations to the mining company and haul ass out of here. The company wants us to take down the raiders for good by destroying their base of operations. Once that's done, they'll arrange passage for us aboard the inbound jump ship. I've detailed the mission briefing and it's waiting for your sign-off. You're free to launch whenever you're ready, Commander.
Roger that.
Good news is the Centurion is finally ready for service. This mission will be our opportunity to take it out for a thorough shakedown. Decades ago, this planet was the epicenter of a mining gold rush. Of course, it wasn't gold the miners were after, but rhodium. It was boom, then bust for most of the companies, which means there's a lot of abandoned infrastructure left behind. One of these mining locations is where the raiders are currently holed up. You can expect a larger enemy presence than we saw at the power plant, Commander, and you'll need to eliminate all of them and destroy as much infrastructure as possible. Our employers want these raiders put out of business for good, so give them hell. After tweaking fire groups, we're almost ready to drop. As usual, this guy's just telling us what the Major already did. Finally, we have a few more negotiation points. So, one goes for damage coverage, and the rest goes to, you guessed it, salvage. Which brings us to tip number 7. When I have points to spare, I always spend 1 on damage coverage since it's a foregone conclusion that we'll take some damage on the drop. However, it's important to remember damage coverage only pays for damage. Because of that, I almost never spend more than 1 point. The rest of your points are better spent on salvage and C-bills favoring salvage. Now, let's do this.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
These raiders we're taking down are murderers and thieves, Commander. Don't show them any mercy.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
That's it. Exactly. I've got enemy contacts up ahead, Commander. They must have detected us on the way in.
Acquired.
During this first contact with the enemy, I'm struggling to land shots and make quick kills. This is much more a reflection on me than the Centurion. I should be using the AC-10 much more, as it can easily one-shot these tanks and missile carriers. The Centurion is one of my early go-to fire support mechs in Battletech. I don't have much experience with it in MechWarrior 5, but I gotta say, the more I use it, the more I like it as a brawler in this game. Its only real drawback is that arm-mounted gun, but you can't have everything.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Eagle inbound, Commander. Keep an eye out above you.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There's the Raider base. Eliminate all enemies and raze it to the ground, Commander.
Copy that.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. acquired.
All ground forces have been eliminated. Time to finish destroying that base, Commander. Excellent work, Commander. Now get to the extraction zone.
Roger that.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm detecting an unknown battle mech fast approaching your position. Very fast. When you see it, get a sensor lock on the target.
Target destroyed.
Copy that.
Remember your combat training, Commander. Enemies will have a harder time hitting you if you keep your mech moving. I advise you to stay mobile and keep to longer ranges.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New
Looks like these raiders somehow got their hands on a Spider Mech. It's fast, but lightly armored. Avoid letting it get behind you.
The Spider shouldn't really be a threat to you so much as an interesting gunnery challenge.
That Spider is a slippery one. What it lacks in offensive capabilities, it makes up for with speed and agility. A deadly combination if it gets into your blind spots. This one seems to have pre-existing damage on its right leg. If you're having trouble hitting the critical areas, try focusing fire there instead. You may be able to wipe out his mobility advantage.
If you're having trouble landing shots, do as the Major says. Use your lasers and SRMs to disable its legs. Once you slow the little bugger down, you can finish it with the AC-10. See this? This is why I don't give jump jets to my AI lancemates.
Nicely done, Commander. Get to the extraction point, and I'll pick you up.
That Spider Mech might be small, but it's also fast. Excellent work taking it out. Thanks to you, the Raider forces have been all but eliminated and their infrastructure destroyed. Best of all, I just heard back from Spears. The mining company couldn't be happier with our efforts and have expedited the transportation contract aboard the inbound jump ship. We're about to be given a second life, Commander. Let's see what holy nugget of wisdom Fahad has for us.
Hey there, Gov. I hear we finally got a name for these bastards who've been chasing us down. Black Bloody Inferno, eh? Well, that's a load of bollocks, isn't it? You know what a Black Inferno is? It's bloody smoke, mate. All right then, nice chat. Gonna get back to work now.
Good old Fahad, bless its heart. Guess they can't all be Yang Vertanins. Now let's get repairs started and go see the Major.
Hi, Commander. Thanks to your efforts, the mining company have kept their word and booked us transport on a jump ship. Spears has also obtained a new mercenary ID number. So, all we need to do now is choose a new name for our merc outfits, and we're good to go. I'll leave that up to you. Once you've registered the new name, come back and see me.
Will do.
Okay, Commander. Everything is set for our departure. The transport contract with the mining company is a false flag Spears and I set up with their cooperation. The mining company has legally hired us to transport cargo for them. But in reality, there is no cargo. Just a destination and some very convincing paperwork.
So, where are we headed?
We've been asked by Spears to help him out of a jam. I think we owe him.
I agree. What's he need us to do?
Spears works for Interstellar Expeditions, one of the largest archaeological collectives in the Inner Sphere. They do archaeological digs and conduct research into abandoned Star League-era facilities in the pursuit of lost technology from before the Succession Wars. One of the expedition's dig sites has come under attack. A rogue mercenary group is intent on pillaging a Star League supply depot that IE uncovered on Brookland Prime. We're going in to help protect the site. Spears will provide more detailed information on what exactly we're facing once we arrive. For now, I've uploaded the coordinates into the nav system. Before we can launch, you need to sign off on the op and get us to the system.
Roger that.
The situation is dire, Commander. The merc outfit Spears hired to protect the dig site has taken heavy losses and can't hold out much longer. You need to get down to the surface and reinforce them before the last of their defenses crumble. Unfortunately, we have no idea what you're going to drop into, so you may be coming in hot. Once on the ground, the objective is simple: stave off the enemy attacks until additional reinforcements arrive. They're counting on you, Commander. Hold the line. Before we drop, I want to check the market in the new system for useful equipment. We definitely need those ammo bins. Unfortunately, I still had a brain fart while outfitting. What I should have done was simply replace one of the SRM half bins with a full one. What I did was add an additional half bin to the shield arm. I mean, it is the least bad place to put it if there isn't room in the legs, but I did have room. Now we just need to allocate our points. 1 for damage coverage and 2 for salvage. And it's time to make the donuts.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Let's see what we've gotten ourselves into. I'm picking up one friendly, just ahead of your current position. Unidentified enemy units engaging.
Copy that.
Mayday! Mayday! My blackjack has suffered critical damage, and I am under assault by Raider forces. Please, I need backup!
Don't worry, I'll drive these raiders back. Keep out of sight and hunker down.
Target acquired.
Damn, I could have saved him.
Shake it off, Commander. The dig site still needs defending.
This drop is mostly another opportunity for target practice, and it's going to be a long day. So pace yourself and try to keep a bit of distance as you pick off the crawlers and flyers. If you decided to keep the LRM-10 for the Centurion, it will pay dividends here, as the LRMs should make short work of most targets, as long as your ammo holds out. If you went with the SRMs like I did, this mission will be a bit more work, and it's time to get good with the AC-10.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Proceed to the dig site. Looks like the hostiles have launched another attack wave.
Roger that. On the move.
Another friendly under attack, Commander. Straight ahead.
You made it. Thank God. Pick a target and have at them. I could use the help.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target acquired.
It's a hell of a lot easier clearing these bastards out with some help, Commander. Spears send you?
Yeah, said you guys needed some reinforcements.
That's an understatement. My entire lance was wiped out. They came down on us like a ton of bricks, out of nowhere. Wave after wave. Been holding them off as best I can, but I don't think I could have held out much longer.
Well, we're here now, and we've got your back.
I appreciate that. Seriously. Can't tell you how good it is to see some friendly faces.
We still need to protect this site.
Copy that, but they'll be coming back soon enough. Like I said, they attack in waves, and they haven't shown any signs of letting up.
I saw some defensive turrets. Those should help.
Yeah, I set them up when they started digging. There's a turret generator close by, up on the hill. It cycled off after the third or fourth wave hit us. It's still off at the moment. You want to try cycling it back on? I'll watch your 6.
Sure thing.
Hostile contacts. Inbound.
Looks like a mix of airborne and enemy armor, Commander.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Turrets are now online and active, Commander.
Push him back!
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
repair bay we can use. First, you need to cycle on the second turret generator.
Okay, I'm on it.
Multiple hostiles converging on your location, Commander. I'm picking up 10, 12 bogies this time.
I told you, these guys never quit. Keep up the pressure.
Target acquired.
I will avenge my lance mates!
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's take these bastards down.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I swear, these Star League ruins bring nothing but trouble.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
For all we know, we're all just fighting over some random forgotten city collapsed hundreds of years ago in the early succession wars.
Target acquired.
Even in the unlikely event that they do find a data core, I'll put C-bills down that it's either destroyed, corrupted, or heavily encrypted.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Repair bays are not very common, but when they're available, you should take advantage.
System offline. Target acquired.
Enemy dropship approaching, Commander. Looks like they're bringing in the heavy guns.
The circle of 878 claim to this site. It's ours. There's no shame in admitting defeat, my friend. Leave now, and we'll spare your lives. You've been warned. Fight us and die.
Son of a bitch. They're fielding 2 medium mechs.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Let's go get them.
In a last gasp, these guys dropped their remaining forces, 2 mechs, a Vindicator, and an Assassin. Since we're fresh from the repair bay, we should be fine as long as we don't do anything too stupid. Resist the urge to close on these guys and let them come to you, and make them pay for every step.
should be. A new Merc outfit is already on its way to secure the site. Hang tight for now. I'm coming to pick you up.
Copy that.
Hey, Commander. Just wanted to say thanks for the rescue. Things were getting pretty grim before you showed up. I lost some good friends today. Good pilots. I don't think I could have held out much longer myself if you hadn't dropped in. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we were able to help. Just wish we'd gotten here sooner.
Me too.
You know, we could always use another pilot. One with your skills, he'd come in awful handy. What do you think?
After today? Hell, it'd be an honor to serve with you, Commander.
Then consider it done. Welcome aboard.
That was some fight, Commander, and I see you also managed to pick us up a new pilot. Nice work. Having another pilot about will certainly help our cause. He's a bit worse for wear at the moment, but that's not surprising, especially considering what he's been through. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets settled in. Whew. Holy crap, that was a long one, but we got a lot done. And now that we have a nearly full-strength lance and access to the whole inner sphere, things are about to get a lot more interesting. But until the next episode...
You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation.